Welcome to our discussion on a profound yet essential skill, staying calm in any situation. Amidst the chaos of life, finding tranquility is akin to discovering an oasis in a desert. Today, we will explore how to cultivate this inner peace through a series of insights and exercises that can transform our daily experiences. Let's begin by addressing the foundation of calmness. Understanding the nature of our emotions. Emotions are not just feelings, they are complex signals. When we face a challenging situation, our immediate reaction is often dictated by these emotions. But what if we could see these emotions as messengers rather than masters of our reactions? Imagine you are in a situation that typically triggers stress. Perhaps it's a work deadline or a personal conflict. Your heart races, your palms might sweat, and your mind races. This physical response is natural and part of our human design. It's our body's way of preparing us to face perceived threats. However, the key here is the word perceived. Not all stressful situations are actual threats to our survival, yet we react as if they are. This brings us to our first practical strategy, the pause. When a stressful situation arises, before reacting, take a moment to pause. This does not need to be a long break, just a few seconds to breathe deeply and acknowledge what you are feeling. Why do we do this? Because pausing helps us step back from being entangled in the emotion and instead observe it. This observation is the first step in not letting our emotions control us. Now, consider how often you react instantly in stressful situations without pausing. What might change if you incorporated this simple pause into your routine? Moving on from the pause, the next essential element is to question the emotion. Ask, what is this feeling trying to tell me? This question shifts your perspective from reacting to understanding. Often, our emotions are reactions to deeper issues. Maybe there's a fear of failure, a need for control, or an underlying insecurity. By questioning our emotions, we start to understand these deeper layers, which is crucial for managing our responses. As we get better at questioning our emotions, we begin to realize that many of our stress responses are disproportionate to the actual events. This realization leads us to another critical practice, recalibration. This means adjusting our emotional responses to be more in line with reality. For example, if a colleague's remark makes you feel undervalued, recalibrating might involve reminding yourself of your achievements and worth, rather than letting that comment define your self-esteem. Let's reflect on the times we could have recalibrated our responses to reduce stress. How would our interactions change if we responded based on a balanced assessment of the situation rather than our initial emotional impulse? Navigating the storm. Cultivating resilience through mindful awareness. In this next part of our exploration, we focus on cultivating resilience through mindful awareness. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from challenges. It's about thriving amidst them, maintaining our calm and learning from every experience. Mindful awareness is a powerful tool that can significantly enhance our resilience by changing how we engage with the present moment. Mindfulness is often misunderstood as a complex or esoteric practice, but at its heart, it is quite simple. It involves maintaining a moment-to-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment without judgment. This practice allows us to experience the present fully, without the filters of our biases or past experiences. Let's dive deeper into how mindfulness helps us stay calm. When practiced regularly, mindfulness cultivates a state of awareness where we are not overwhelmed by what happens around us. Instead, we observe these events with a sense of detachment and clarity. This doesn't mean we don't care or that we are indifferent, but rather that we recognize our ability to choose our response. By being present and fully engaged in the now, we are less likely to be swept away by runaway thoughts about past regrets or future anxieties, which are common triggers of stress. For instance, consider a scenario where you are criticized by someone. Without mindfulness, it's easy to spiral into negative self-talk or to concoct future confrontations in your mind. However, with mindfulness, you can observe these thoughts and feelings, recognize them as natural reactions, and then choose not to engage with them in a way that leads to more stress. You respond to the criticism from a place of composure and clarity, addressing what is constructive and dismissing what isn't without losing your peace. Implementing mindfulness into daily life can start with small steps. It could be as simple as paying full attention to the sensations of your feet touching the ground as you walk, or noticing the taste and texture of each bite during a meal. These practices might seem trivial, but they train your mind to be present and less reactive. Another powerful aspect of mindfulness is its ability to enhance our connection with our environment and the people around us. By being fully present, we engage more deeply, listen more actively, and empathize more completely. This not only improves our relationships but also helps us navigate social interactions with a calm and open mind, which is essential for managing stress in personal and professional settings. Furthermore, mindfulness encourages a profound shift in how we view our personal journey. Each moment is seen as an opportunity to learn and grow. This perspective is incredibly liberating because it transforms challenges into lessons. When faced with a difficult situation, a mindful approach prompts us to ask, "What can I learn from this?" rather than, "Why is this happening to me?" This shift from a victim mentality to a learner mentality is key to staying calm under pressure. Finally, let's consider the impact of regular mindfulness practice on our overall stress levels. Over time, mindfulness trains the brain to default to a state of calmness, making it easier to handle stress when it does arise. This is akin to strengthening a muscle. The more we practice mindfulness, the stronger our mental resilience becomes. As we conclude this part of our discussion, reflect on how mindfulness could transform not only your ability to stay calm in challenging situations, but also enhance your overall quality of life. How might your days change if you were more present and less reactive? What relationships could improve? What stressors might become less intimidating? The art of perspective. Shifting views to transform challenges into opportunities. In this segment, we delve into the profound influence of perspective on our ability to remain composed under pressure. Our perspective, how we view situations, challenges, and even life itself, dramatically shapes our emotional and behavioral responses. By consciously shifting our perspective, we can transform what initially appears as a threat or a stressor into a potential opportunity for growth and learning. To begin understanding the power of perspective, let's consider the concept of reframing. Reframing involves changing the way we interpret and react to situations. Instead of viewing a stressful event as a hindrance, we can choose to see it as a chance to test our resilience and adaptability. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or challenges the situation presents, but rather recognizing them as part of a larger, constructive process. For instance, receiving critical feedback at work can be seen as an attack on our competence, or it can be reframed as a valuable input that provides us with a clear direction for personal and professional growth. The choice of perspective directly impacts how stressed or calm we feel about the feedback. One effective way to develop this skill is by practicing empathy, not just towards others, but also towards ourselves. By understanding and acknowledging our feelings and those of others involved, we open the door to more compassionate and less reactive interactions. This empathetic approach helps us see beyond our immediate frustrations and aligns our perspective with broader, more constructive outcomes. Moreover, adopting a perspective that focuses on solutions rather than problems is another transformative shift. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, what can I do right now to make this better? This shifts your focus from feeling overwhelmed by the problem to taking proactive steps towards resolving it. It's about moving from a passive state of enduring life to an active state of engaging with it. Using historical or fictional examples can also illustrate the power of perspective. Consider the story of a famous inventor who faced numerous failures before finally succeeding. Each failure was not viewed as a defeat, but as a necessary step towards a breakthrough. This kind of perspective not only fosters calmness in the face of setbacks, but also encourages perseverance. Furthermore, there's a profound strength in embracing uncertainty. Often, stress arises from our desire for control and predictability. However, life is inherently uncertain. By shifting our perspective to accept and even embrace the unknown, we cultivate a sense of peace and openness. This acceptance doesn't imply passivity. Rather, it's an active recognition that we can handle and adapt to whatever comes our way. Let's also consider the role of gratitude in shaping our perspective. By regularly acknowledging and appreciating what's going well in our lives, we balance our focus. This doesn't just enhance our mood, but also broadens our perspective, making us less likely to be destabilized by individual challenges. Each evening, reflecting on 3 things you are grateful for can significantly shift your perspective, reducing stress and enhancing calmness. As we wrap up this part of our discussion, think about a recent challenge you faced. How did your perspective influence your response? Could a shift in perspective have altered the outcome? Reflect on how adopting a more constructive, compassionate, and solution-focused view could change your approach to future challenges. Mastering equilibrium. Integrating techniques for lifelong serenity. As we draw near the conclusion of our exploration into maintaining calmness under any circumstance, it's crucial to integrate the techniques and perspectives we've discussed into a cohesive strategy. This final segment, Mastering Equilibrium, focuses on building a sustainable practice that fosters both immediate calm and a resilient, peaceful mindset over the long term. First, personalization is key. Everyone reacts differently to stress, so each person's approach to managing it will vary. Begin by identifying the strategies that resonate with you the most. Whether it's the immediate relief provided by mindful pauses or the deep resonance found in reframing challenges as opportunities, the goal is to assemble these into a calm blueprint. This personalized toolkit might include regular intervals of mindfulness, techniques for altering your perspective on challenges, habits of shifting focus from problems to solutions, and daily reflections on gratitude to enhance positivity and resilience. Incorporating these strategies into your daily routine ensures they become second nature. Consider setting specific times or using daily transitions as triggers for practice, such as after sending an email or before starting a meal, to engage in a minute of deep breathing or mindfulness. The integration of these practices into your daily life makes them readily accessible when they are most needed. It's also important to stay dynamic and adaptable, as maintaining calm is not a static skill. Regularly assess and adapt your calm blueprint as you discover what works best for you in different situations. Engage with new materials, such as books on emotional intelligence, courses on stress management, or mindfulness retreats to gain fresh insights and enhance your toolkit. Building a supportive community can also significantly contribute to maintaining calm. Surround yourself with people who embody the serenity you aspire to achieve, and consider joining groups focused on meditation or yoga. Sharing experiences and strategies can reinforce your learning and commitment. Regular reflection on your progress and challenges is crucial. Keeping a journal where you record both your successes in maintaining calm and the times you did not can provide valuable insights. Reflect on what might have worked better and adjust your strategies accordingly. This process ensures continuous growth and learning. Lastly, recognize that mastering calm involves ups and downs. Setbacks are not failures but opportunities to deepen your understanding of yourself and refine your techniques. Each challenge is a chance to practice and strengthen your calm, turning every situation into a stepping stone towards greater resilience and serenity. As we conclude this journey, take a moment to appreciate the tools and insights you've acquired. By integrating these into your daily life, you not only prepare yourself to stay calm during stressful times, but also enhance your overall quality of life, making you more present, proactive, and peaceful. Thank you for embarking on this enlightening path. As you continue to practice and refine your approach, remember that each step, no matter how small, is progress towards mastering your own equilibrium. Are you ready to use these tools and start your journey towards lifelong serenity?